Today we're looking at lilacs, and in particular how to prune and how to grow them. The varieties that we're looking at today include Syringa, Patula, Miss Kim, and Syringa, meyeri, Palabin. This pruning method does not apply to the Syringa vulgaris cultivars. We'll also talk about fertilising the lilacs and a little bit about general care. Craig Wilson from Gentiana Nursery is going to demonstrate his method of pruning these lilacs.
So this is Syringa meyeri Palabin, which is, to the best of my knowledge, the smallest of the lilacs. If left alone, it might reach 2 metres. But the best way to deal with these species Syringa is to prune them each year to keep them compact and to get lots of flowers. This one gets pruned annually, so it's actually in quite good order. I really don't want to do it today because this new growth is what I'm going to use to propagate it from. But I can just do one side just to show you how it would be done. Basically, you just treat them like privet or box. So as with all plants, small amounts regularly is a better way to prune than a big chop every now and again. But that's pretty much it for the year. I've found these plants to be incredibly tough. Before I moved up here to the Dandenong Ranges, I lived down in Melbourne, and they performed better in the heat in Melbourne than they do here. So you grow them in a westerly position, full sun. The more sun they get, the more flowers they're going to get. So this is an old neglected one that I'm going to cut back hard, get it to reshoot, and get a decent shape on it. There's no problem at all with cutting into bare wood on these things, and you don't sacrifice flowering because the flowering happens on new wood, so it'll still flower next year. So I'm going to take it right back, as you'll see. The beauty of these things is that they shoot back anywhere, so you can be as tough as you like. Don't ever try this on the traditional Syringa vulgaris hybrids. They don't like it at all.
The ones?
That I know of, Syringa patula, diversifolia, laciniata. Look, there'd be a whole host more.
But not the vulgaris?
Not the vulgaris, that's the main thing.
Yep.
So this is Syringa patula Miss Kim, or the Korean lilac. Just finishing up flowering, and sometime in the next week or so I'll go over it and take perhaps 20-25 centimetres off it, all over, and then that'll be it for the year. Generally with the lilacs they like alkaline soil, so lime's a good thing to do, to dig in a load of dolomite, particularly when you're planting them, to get it in underneath them, lots of it. With regard to fertiliser, just a good general purpose. Chicken manure is good because it's slightly alkaline. They'd like that. But the main thing is the pruning, to keep them compact.
So that's it for pruning lilacs. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for regular updates on all aspects of gardening.